I was once a military kid. Obviously, I'm much older now. And I'm finally ready to talk about those years. When I speak directly to civilians, I must exit my footlocker that I have with me wherever I go. If you're wondering if I really do fit inside my footlocker, the answer is yes, but I'm not demonstrating that at this time. Instead, during the limited time we have together, I can only share with you one item from my footlocker, this device here. As you can see, it has the appearance of a Westinghouse AM radio receiver. However, it's much more than that. I'll tell you about that later. I've come out of my footlocker to bring to your attention a little-known aspect of military history, the military family. Military history has privileged the exploits of soldiers on the field of battle, while neglecting the roles of military kids like me, military spouses like my mom, who, along with their spouse, parent, soldier, my dad, comprise that military family. I've also come out of my footlocker to talk to you about phone calls from my Uncle Sam using this device. Before I say more about it, you should know that before my mom was a military spouse of almost 17 years, she was a civilian, just like you. My mom was born and raised in a single-family home in downtown Omaha, Nebraska. She lived there for 19 years. Her parents were Italian immigrants. Her dad owned a small business in town. She had one older sister. My mom was raised a Roman Catholic and graduated from a Catholic girls' school. She received a weekly allowance. After high school, my mom decided not to attend university and instead went to work. Likewise, you should know, before my dad had a 20-plus year career in the United States Air Force, he too was a civilian just like you. My dad was born and raised on a 60-acre farm in eastern North Carolina. He lived there for 19 years. His parents were homesteaders. Peanuts were the cash crop. He had one older sister, one older brother, and two younger brothers. My dad was raised a Methodist and graduated from a rural high school. He did not receive a weekly allowance. After high school, my dad enrolled in a business school to study accounting in Wilmington, North Carolina. In June 1948, while my dad was studying accounting, he received a draft notice from my Uncle Sam. 1 month later, in July 1948, He enlisted in the United States Air Force for 3 years. After basic training, he was transferred to Offutt Air Force Base near Omaha, Nebraska. Remember? That's where my mom is living. In July 1951, at the end of his 3-year contract with the Air Force, my Uncle Sam wouldn't let him end his military service and go back to the farm. My dad was obligated by law, passed by Congress in 1951, to extend his 3-year contract to a 4-year contract due to the Korean War. My mom, still living in Omaha, met my dad, who was still stationed at Offutt, on a blind date in 1951. They were married in February 1952. At the end of my dad's 1 additional year of military service in July 1952, with no end in sight to the Korean War, he was obligated to re-enlist for an additional 3 years. So, my dad went from growing peanuts on the farm to working for peanuts while serving my Uncle Sam. My mom went from a lifestyle of disposable income to being at the disposal of my Uncle Sam. Then, in January 1953, I was born in a military hospital on Offutt Air Force Base. I didn't know then that I would be raised in a welfare for warfare military family. I also didn't know then that my military family wouldn't stay in one place for any length of time. I moved residences 12 times and attended 11 different schools in under 16 years. But no matter where we were a military nuclear family in the age of nuclear warfare. I also didn't know then that my dad would be on duty far away from our perimeter. When he was stationed overseas, say at Yokota Air Force Base in Japan, or on what's called temporary duty stateside, at just another Air Force base other than the one we were staying at, like Travis over in Fairfield. He was there a couple of months. We could expect a pep talk from my Uncle Sam using this device. You know, by my estimation, my dad was on duty far away from our perimeter almost 4 years. That's a lot of pep talks from my Uncle Sam. When my dad passed away, I wasn't expecting to keep any of his personal belongings. However, by accident, I discovered this device hidden in his garage. I recognized it immediately. And you know what? I remembered how to use it. why couldn't I contact my Uncle Sam using this device? I had been given an unexpected opportunity to speak directly to the individual responsible for my military family's low income, our crazy, nomadic existence, whereby I lost all my friends, the third-rate military housing where we lived, not to mention all that military surplus food that we consumed. I would call and call out my Uncle Sam. Before I make the call, I need to say a couple more things about this device. Again, as you know, it has the appearance of a Westinghouse AM radio receiver. On a normal receiver, there's a dial with several numbers on it that you tune in to AM radio stations. However, this device does not have a standard dial. It's missing the number 8. There's a space there, but no number 8. So when the device is tuned to that space, the AM radio receiver shuts down. A transceiver built into the device turns on and connects to a secret wireless network, the Jesus. Do you know about the Jesus? The Jesus is spelled GSYS and is an acronym for the guidance system, a secret wireless communications network built by the Air Force in the 1950s. A transceiver? Simply, it's a two-way communications device, like a walkie-talkie. It's time to make the phone call. So, what I'm going to do is make sure the device is on, and then move the dial to the blank space where number 8 would be, which again turns off the AM radio receiver, turns on the transceiver, and it's connecting right now to the Jesus. I'm listening for a signal. I'm not hearing anything. I forgot to push the green button on the handset. Take 2. Hello? Hello, Uncle Sam? Are you there, Uncle Sam? Huh? What did you say? This is the dial-a-date hotline for the Pentagon? You're joking. Look, I'm trying to reach my Uncle Sam. You know who that is. No, I'm not looking to party tonight.
Oh, God.
Listen up. I'm just trying to call my Uncle Sam, okay? Yeah, that's right. You got it. Yes, I know this is the correct frequency. Wait a second. My Uncle Sam is refusing to talk to me? I don't understand. What did you say? He doesn't like being embarrassed in public? What is that supposed to mean? He knows that I'm calling him from the Marsh Theater in San Francisco? My Uncle Sam's been listening in the whole time to my monologue? How is that possible? No way! You're kidding! The transceiver's been relaying my monologue to my Uncle Sam the entire time using the Jesus? Does that mean that my Uncle Sam listened in on my military family the whole time? So he knew about my dad gambling at the bowling alley, trying to help us make ends meet? And he also knew about my mom's attempt to run away from our perimeter? So he knows everything about us. Does Uncle Sam have orange hair under that white wig? Hey! Hey. Can you hold on just a moment? Yeah, I'll be right back. Look, I need your help. I wouldn't ask unless I was desperate. When I plug the device back into a power supply, I'm going to give you a silent countdown like this. And then you're going to join me, I hope, in shouting, "Up yours, Uncle Sam." Okay? Let's practice. Okay? Silent countdown. Up yours, Uncle Sam! Let's continue the call. Hello? Hello? Uncle Sam, are you there? Are you there, Uncle Sam? Is that really you, Uncle Sam? Oh. Up yours, Uncle Sam! He disconnected us. I guess that's the end of my phone call. Thank you so much for helping me. I couldn't have made the phone call without you. And with that, it's time for me to return to my footlocker.